You are listening to Who Cares?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's broadcast as it's a matchup made in heaven as Tiffin Calvert clashes with those girls off 587, the new Riegel Blue Jackets. They make their way into town, trying to get the first win of their season coming into tonight's contest, 0-15. Like we talked about, trying to get that first win of the season for this young Blue Jacket squad, but it doesn't get any easier in this tall task. Facing the Tiffin Calvert Lady Senecas, 9-4 on the season thus far. And again, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Tommy Hall on the call with Jacob Ellis, and we got our cameraman, Brendon Blott, bringing you all of tonight's action live from Senecas Gymnasium here in Tiffin, Ohio. But we wouldn't be here, folks, without our following sponsors. So we want to give a quick shout out and go over tonight's sponsor list. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope and Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, Mullins Entertainment, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, Clouse Construction, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision, all proud sponsors bringing you tonight's high school basketball game live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Tonight's pregame show, which is what you're currently watching, is presented by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Our halftime show will be brought to you by Hope and Fostoria, and the postgame show you want to stick around for, as that's brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We talked about at the top of the program this cross-county rivalry matchup. Again, you can almost throw record books out the window, as this one is going to be a tightly contested matchup in my estimation, as we're starting to get on the back nine of the 2025-2026 campaign. And as we get into tournament time, that's the one thing about these records as well. You can throw them out the window as everybody gets in.
I think we're doing the prayer and then anthem now.
Please, Lord, give us the strength that we never forget that our players, coaches, officials, and our visiting guests are all equally excited to be with us. We pray that you make this sporting event a friendly, competitive gathering. Protect our athletes, guide our officials with right judgment, inspire our coaches, and may the fan support be charitable and in accord with the spirit of the gospel. All things are possible through your Son, so we ask this in his name. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all those who have served this great country to defend these freedoms, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Well, Jacob, they say the sky is blue because the guy in the sky is a Calvert fan, and I couldn't be more happy and excited to be back on the call with you here from Senecas Gymnasium.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Good Calvert squad. New Riegel looking for their first win of the season. These two teams played a few weeks ago. Didn't go so well for New Riegel, but, you know, that's why you play the game twice.
Yeah, and that was one of those things. These Calvert Senecas, from what I'm seeing, winners of 5 of their last 6 games. You talked about it this last meeting between these two squads. Calvert just a drubbing over the Lady Blue Jackets, 60-26 in that contest. And Jacob, here during this Xcaret Mexican restaurant pregame show, those are going to be some of the things to keep an eye on, is having that stout defense by the Lady Blue Jackets. They really have to come into their own to fend off this potent Calvert offense.
Yeah, defensively, New Riegel really has to bring it today, keep it a low-scoring game for their chance to come out on top today.
Coleman. And a 5'5" sophomore, number 24, Maya Steyer. The Senecas are coached by Aaron Sheets. Good luck, ladies.
So with these rosters, we'll go over these lineups. You got, so for the Calvert Senecas, we got Sophia Lee, number 1, Kaylee Concepcion, Megan Rombach, Carly Meyer, and Kate Coleman. And rounding out the New Riegel side of things, we got number 2, Molly Paul, number 21, Lily Schalk, number 15, Maddie Pusateri, number 14, Maddie Howman, and number 11, Lexi LaFontaine, as tip-off is underway. Opening tip back into possession of the Senecas as the first play from the top of the key. We got a held ball as it was dished down low.
That was a solid job there by LaFontaine of just getting her hands in there, getting a good jump ball in possession early for New Riegel.
Yeah, getting that possession arrow favoring the Blue Jackets. That one got away from Meyer. A little scrum on the floor. Be a travel call, go back in the favor of the Senecas. And as you know, Jacob, this is definitely a game made up of runs. So that's going to be something that New Riegel is going to have to stay on top of and be aware of. You can't go scoreless for periods of a time, especially against this Calvert Seneca Lady Seneca defense.
Yeah, and Calvert's pretty good scoring squad, so, I mean, basketball is really all about just sustaining those runs. First triple on the way, knocked it down.
Three-pointer to start the game by Kate Coleman.
It's a good start and a steal.
And Coleman with the steal. She's potent on both sides of the ball there, and she puts that one back. Has the first 5 points of this game as Calvert leads 5-0 over the Lady Blue Jackets, 7:01 here in the first quarter.
Scores 5 in about 5 seconds and then gets a turnover for her Lady Senecas.
Rombach looking to inbound here from right around half court. Sends it back out to Coleman. Coleman over to Concepcion. Concepcion down low with the dish. Over to Rombach, and she gets her first points of the game. And already a 7-0 run by the Lady Senecas. Blue Jackets advance it over the timeline.
Just making it look easy so far, Tommy.
Yeah, LaFontaine, all in one, came up with nothing. Quick transition there by Maya Steyer down to the hoop and puts it in. And then Rombach just coming out like a ball of fire here to start things. 7 points out of the 11-0 run to start things as a quick timeout called there. And we're going to have to get him in while we can, Jacob, as we'll go into the UIS Insurance and Investments keys to tonight's game, featuring these Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the New Riegel Blue Jackets.
Yeah, we'll just pull up our keys to the game here. You'll see.
And
Here we go.
Yeah, some of these keys to the game that I have down here for New Riegel: taking care of the ball, play physical in the paint, and limit second chances. Well, thus far, Calvert's been able to capitalize off of all their first presenting chances. So that one tends to be a little rough. But for Tiffin Calvert, you want to push this ball in transition, get close to the basket, and make your free throws. And that's always been a lingering and problematic thing that these squads often run into, just leaving points out on the floor.
Neither one of these teams shooting well from the free throw line, but definitely, like you said, just limiting those turnovers, hitting your free throws. Calvert's going to pull away with another big win against these Blue Jackets.
And both squads hitting around 50% from the free throw line. You want that to be a little bit higher. You want to be more 50% from the field, if anything. But a quick foul here. Be a team first. Brings Megan Rombach to the line. She's quick to tickle the twine on that first attempt. A little substitution in here on the New Riegel side of things as Maddie Hellman brings herself out on the floor and gets her own rebound.
There you go. If you miss the free throw, just get your rebound.
Goes for three. After going 1 of 2 at the line.
Whew.
And already a quick putback by Coleman. A little floater there. Has already extended this lead 16-0. And just a mishandle once again on the floor. When you push the ball in transition, you want to make sure that you get your squad down there and try to reset the offense at the top of the key. The Blue Jackets, they're just running down there and they just no sense of urgency. They're just kind of middling around as the 2-3 look by Calvert smothering the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, they're just putting their head down and checking and ducking.
Yeah, quick pass out to Howman. LaFontaine with it now. Push down low to Schalk as that one bounces right out. And you got to have those second chance opportunities. You can't leave those you can't leave. You got to be able to sweep the glass offensively if you're not going to come up with that first attempt. Calvert's doing a good job of cleaning the boards on both sides here tonight, as this one's actually stolen by Hellman.
New Riegel's gotten a couple turnovers. They just need to capitalize on one of them here.
Yeah, they can push it defensively and push it down the floor, but you got to be able to finish up. As that attempt by Schalk just sent right back towards her, and now a little bit of a scrum underneath the basket, and Schalk comes up with it, passes it over to Hellman. LaFontaine with it now, dishes it back out to the top of the key.
There they go.
And Schalk finally finds her way through the tall trees and is able to get the Blue Jackets' first points of this game. 16-2, 4:20 here in the first. As Calvert.
Oh, go ahead.
Fast-paced action here as LaFontaine, aggressive in her defense, able to poke that one away.
Well, LaFontaine's gotten a couple turnovers. She's getting a lot of hustle minutes. Also, she's listed on the JV squad as well, so she will be quite exhausted after this one, I can imagine.
Entering the game for the Senecas, #1, Sophia.
Yeah, and I mean, it's night and day when we talk about those UIS Insurance and Investments keys to the game. We talk about points per game, 45.4 points scored by this Calvert Seneca squad compared to this 22.8 in the New Riegel side of things. You're talking an offense that's able to produce double of what their opponent is, so every possession counts here down the stretch. As that one's just stolen away, tall in the timbers.
And one.
As Rombach is fouled on her way to the basket.
Calvert already has almost as many points as New Riegel averages a game, so the climb is quite uphill from here.
And Calvert, they do have some tall bodies on that squad. Great for rebounding. That attempt and one goes in. You'll find LaFontaine. stole him once again. Just the tall trees. Romback puts it up for another basket.
It was a nice shot. That was her first bucket of the game.
21-2. Early onslaught here in the early onset of this SBC River matchup, and just on an island by herself is Kaylee Concepcion. She gets her points. It's an Oprah giveaway. You get some points. You get some points. As the attempt rolls off the rim, back into the possession of the Senecas. And guess who? Coleman. Like a runaway freight train, just able to lay it in there.
Yeah, Coleman at 9, and then Rombach at 10. Ooh.
2 double-digit performances just in the first stanza of action here.
Number 4, Brianna Rotsky, and number 20, Addison Sheets.
So Brianna Rotsky and Addison Sheets, they sub in. Give it some more defensive presence down low. As this a 23-2 run has definitely found the Blue Jackets looking behind the 8 ball, which allows you to shore up defensively, especially when you start building on these long runs, Jacob. All you have to do is be able to shore up down low and force ugly shots from the outside for these new Riegel Blue Jackets.
It is easy to play basketball when you have a 23-point lead. So now Calvert, just keep focusing on your fundamentals, your X's and O's, and figure out what you need to work on for the next time out.
Clangs off the rim. Shot attempt by Molly Paul.
Good jump ball. It was Lily Schock that got her hands in there for it. For the Blue Jackets.
Lily Schock and Coleman. Possession arrow favors the Senecas as that one goes back. Carly Meyer tries to put it up. Back into the possession of the Blue Jackets. LaFontaine with it. Over to Schock. Down to Schock. Schock with a little jumper there.
It's nice. Banks open even this late at night.
25-4. Trying to quell this Senecas run. As that one falls right back into the possession of the Blue Jackets. Great defense to be able to steal that one away. But you got to make something of it when you drive and dish it like that.
Good job to get back by Coleman there.
Open look from three-point land. Bounces right out. Shot attempt by Sheets. No good. But Sophia Lee gets her first points of the night as well. With just under a minute here to go in the first quarter, already 27-4. You see Paul trying to slow the bleeding here.
Entering the game for the Senecas, number 24, Maya Steyer.
Great start by the Senecas. Just forcing turnovers, hitting easy jumpers, and they are beating this press like it's no problem, just like that. Quick touch pass.
Another held ball. And usually when you have that many held balls like that, it shows you that the defense is being reactive instead of being in anticipation and knowing where the ball is going to be.
Yep.
Kind of like that old Wayne Gretzky quote, where it's going to be is where you got to worry about. And this one from the parking lot falls short to take us into the second quarter, shot by Maya Steyer. As in the opening quarter, this one finds the Lady Senecas up 27-4. As we'll go to break. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we are back live from Senecas Gymnasium for this SBC River matchup between the New Riegel Blue Jackets and the Calvert Senecas, as the Senecas already have a 27-4 lead during this ladies basketball contest here on Heart of Ohio Sports. You're watching us live and paywall free as Calvert will take the opening possession of the second quarter. And it's quickly stolen away. LaFontaine gets her meat hooks on it, able to knock it back to the teammate.
Yeah, LaFontaine, the leading scorer for these Blue Jackets.
Heilman looking for somewhere to go with it. It's stolen back by the Senecas. Steyer dishes down low to Sophia Lee, and Lee just lays it up and lays it in there.
Easy peasy on that one.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Seemingly the way this Calvert offense is rolling here in this first half. It's just a press there by the Senecas. Like a blanket smothering the defense.
They're just
Shaw takes a shot. No-look jumper falls short and back into the awaiting arm of the Senecas.
Blue Jackets just having trouble getting a shot off some of these times. But good job there defensively. Quick stop, quick board. Here they come the other way.
LaFontaine over to Schalk. Schalk to Lily Schalk. Back to LaFontaine. And jumper
Almost rolled in.
by Molly Paul. Just unable to find his way to the bottom of the basket.
Down.
Molly Paul, she's had a little bit of difficulty. She's 0 for 3 thus far tonight on her attempts,
Oh.
which is uncharacteristic.
Yeah, well, this New Riegel squad as a whole kind of struggles. Shoots about 30% from the floor. So go to the line, though. These are easy points. If you can knock them down.
They're easy points, Jacob, but again, nothing is given. You got to be able to show up and show out when your number's called, as the first attempt here by Howman. No good. And the second one,
rebound.
no good, as Paul grabs the rebound, unable to do anything with it. It falls back into the possession of the Senecas. Seneca's going to push it down the floor. Steyer just dribbling at the top of the key, down low to Rombach. Rombach lays it up and in.
Good job by Rombach using her body there, was given the baseline a little bit and took advantage of it, lead back to 25.
Seneca's quickly back. Kind of a 2-3 look, just awaiting down low, but Paul able to find daylight and put that one up and in, breaking the cold streak, which here in Ohio, we could use some of that.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think tomorrow's the last day we're supposed to have negatives. I hope.
A little scrum on the floor. Finds a clean possession back at the top of the key by the Senecas as Grace Wood shoots it. Falls short. Saying last touch by the Senecas.
That was Karis Marinus for the Senecas. What a name.
Well, as they go ahead and take this timeout, we want to remind you that our timeouts tonight are brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Helping bring you this one live and paywall free. Let's go ahead and thank our other sponsors while we're here and have a second. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, Mullins Entertainment, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, Clouse Construction, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision. Again, all proud sponsors bringing you high school basketball live and paywall free here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, heart of Ohio sports. And if you're just joining us, a quick, dominating first half by these Senecas. I mean, it was within the first couple minutes here, Jacob, that we seen that 7-2 run really grow and start to snowball. Along the way, the Lady Blue Jackets were able to find a couple of baskets, but you really got to find an answer to shut down this Calvert Seneca offense. And then when you have the ball, make the best out of those possessions. You got to have good choice shot selection if you're the Blue Jackets. You just can't be throwing clankers up there.
Right, and Seneca started on a 16-0 run, so New Riegel's been playing catch-up from the jump.
That one stolen away. Grace Wood.
We've seen a lot of turnovers for both of these teams so far.
Sophia Lee with it at the top of the key, decides to push it back over to Wood. Wood hands it to Steyer. Back to Wood, down low, missed attempt. Back into the possession of the Blue Jackets. LaFontaine takes it across the timeline here, Jacob.
Yeah, she's had a good game so far. Yet to get on the score sheet, but has a couple assists, has played some good defense. See, New Riegel just trying to get inside, find something. Good defense here, though, by the Senecas. They were just a hand in the face as soon as every single Blue Jacket gets the ball.
Yeah, the double team there on Paul. Paul really helps sets the tempo of this offense. She's a little bit taller. She likes to post down low, but you got to give her some support to try to get it back out. Paul takes it, trying to finish there over to LaFontaine. Fontaine in a battle under the glass here.
Almost muscled it back away from Lee, but Lee gets her hands on it, and it goes off of LaFontaine, and turnover for the Senecas. Or to the Senecas, I should say.
Now Senecas quickly down the floor over to Karis Marinas.
It was blocked. I couldn't tell by who.
Foul there. That's going to be called on Rombach. That's going to be her second foul during the early onset of this one.
Not a lot of fouls for either squad yet. New Riegel doesn't have any in the quarter or the half, I believe. And Calvert has 2.
Well, as you try to draw this one a little bit closer, Jacob, you definitely can dial up that aggression a little bit more, but when you're trying to make up a deficit and trying to quick steal. Marinas swat it back towards her. Nice block there by Claire Schalk.
Yeah, good job by Claire Schalk. Caused turnover on one end, gets the block, and now here's the steal. Here comes the LaFontaine.
The Schalk family can almost field an entire varsity team.
Oh my gosh,
just in its own. And finally, the drought is over.
Yeah, they make up 3 of the, 12 players on this squad.
LaFontaine gets her first points of the night finally. As Coleman tried to drive that one from the.
Entering the game for Senecas, number 12, Bella Steyer.
New Regal's starting to look pretty solid, though. They're taking their time on possessions, getting some decent looks, and on defense, they're holding Calvert. Calvert not really scoring a lot on their first attempt in recent minutes.
Yeah, the Blue Jackets have seemed to settle in a little bit. They don't seem too deterred by what the scoreboard says. They're just trying to implement their offense, and they're luring the Senecas into an aggressive battle down low to where they might be able to get some favor. As again, when you drive to the basket like that, you're either going to get a couple things called, and more times than none, it's going to be called the other way. So if you're the Blue Jackets, I say continue to dial up that aggression, drive into the lane, and just see what you can make happen. You got a few to give here.
Yeah, just draw some fouls. Maybe head to the line if you can.
On a quick attempt.
That also
Look
works.
at that. Shock. Again, if you're lost for words, you just say shock. You got about a 75% chance of being right, but shot from downtown, grabs her own rebound, able to make it in, but the Senecas quickly answer back.
It's a good job by Hickman getting her own rebound, putting it back up and in.
I'm going to say Hickman adding on to that 33-10 lead by the Senecas here in the second quarter. Just about a minute to go here in the first half of action. And now these Lady Blue Jackets, they got double points. They got 10 points. So slowly but surely trying to will their way in this one. But the travel call go in the possession favor of the Senecas.
It's getting better, though. That was their first turnover in a couple minutes. And it's not like they're getting bad looks. They've gotten some good looks recently against Calvert.
It's a great point, Jacob, as Savannah Faber in there passes it down to Concepcion.
Oh.
Concepcion drives the lane.
Yeah, Concepcion there didn't get her feet back in bounds when she caught it, which was why the turnover is called there. One of those fun, weird basketball rules.
Yeah.
Got to get both feet back in bounds.
Lily Shaw taking it across the timeline. Tries to drive the lane.
Second ball, number 25.
I think Marinus has hit the deck a couple of times already for the Lady
crashes
Senecas.
in the Marinus. Claire Shock to inbound. Blue Jackets break out. Shock at the top of the key, over to Paul. Paul at the right wing.
He's trying to dribble through the double.
Yeah. Nice block by Shock there. Gets the rebound and call the hold there.
Even though the score is 23-point deficit, New Regal's still playing with a lot of effort so far, Tommy.
Yeah, it's a long game and anything can happen. So
yeah,
these last 16 minutes, you just really want to string together some good runs and be able to show up defensively. But again, when you get those opportunities at the basket, like Shock there, you got to be able to come away with it. First attempt, no good. Second attempt, into the possession of the Senecas. Senecas now drive it down the floor, looking for the last possession, I believe, of this first half. No, just quick dish down low. Marinas.
Probably wanted the last shot, but if you get a wide open layup like that, you might as well take it.
Now back into the possession of the Senecas. 3-2-1. This one's going to be launched. And just like that, 35-10. This is the story of this one, getting ready to kick off the second half. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got more SBC basketball coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Join us for the halftime show, as that's going to be presented by Hope and Fostoria. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports live and paywall free. Don't go anywhere.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Since 1847, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse has been Tiffin's trusted florist. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, they help you say it beautifully. Whether you're celebrating life's victories or supporting your loved ones, stop by their beautiful shop on Greenfield Street or order online at wagnerflowers.com for easy pickup or delivery. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner from the Lady Senecas basketball raffle of $200. The winner, Kara Samodi. Kara Samodi, you can shoot a layup for $10, a free throw for 10, a three-pointer for 20, a half-court shot for 50. Free throw, three-pointer, half-court. Good effort.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. More than just a game, this is Heart of Ohio Sports. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today.
After an injury or surgery, adults are often prescribed opioids or stimulants, powerful drugs that help with pain or focus. But when unused or expired medications linger, they pose serious risks: misuse, addiction, or accidental poisoning, especially for children. Seneca County has 5 locations where you can safely dispose of medications. Take it to the box or use a deter bag at home to deactivate them safely and permanently. Prevent misuse, protect your family, dispose safely. Learn more or request a free Deter-A-Safe disposal bag at carsa.org. Prevention starts with you.
At UIS Insurance Investments, we're committed to protecting what matters most. That's why we partner with Auto Owners Insurance, offering reliable coverage and personalized service from people you can trust. UIS and Auto Owners Insurance, working together to keep you covered no matter what life throws your way. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Okay, welcome back here from Senecas Gymnasium. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, and this SBC River rivalry matchup between the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the New Riegel Lady Blue Jackets. Good evening. I'm Tommy Hall on the call with Jacoby Ellis and Brendon Blott. Jacob Ellis. I got my athletes mixed up.
Either one.
And again, if you're just joining us, this Tiffin Calvert Lady Seneca squad with the lead 35-10 here at the half. And man, it's just it's been a slow, painful one as these Senecas opened up hot. 16-point run got ahead of things for these Lady Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets were able to settle in, start chopping away at this deficit. But that 20-point deficit, Jacob, that's really been kind of the difference here. That again, you never ever try to play not to lose. You always try to play to win. But when you have that type of a lead, it definitely factors into your game plan. As you see Molly Paul using her head on that play as that one goes out of bounds, and then the possession of the Senecas as the Blue Jackets had the opening possession. Turnover, of course, sends it over to the Senecas as Concepcion from the top of the arc.
Yeah, just kind of looking back at those keys to the game, brought to you by UIS Investments and Insurance, and you see those keys: take care of the ball and playing physical. You know, New Riegel, a lot of turnovers. Calvert's done really well pushing in transition, getting close to the basket, and haven't really had a chance to make free throws yet, but New Riegel 0 of 4 from the line.
Yeah, and this one is just a battle between two great squads. You're going to have some players step up As we'll go into the Vicek Orthodontics player spotlights here as well. Still 35-10, 7-16 here in the third. As the Blue Jackets have the possession. Shaw.
Another turnover.
Immediately turns the ball over on the pass. Concepcion tries to drive the lane, gets her own rebound. Out from the left wing, Kate Coleman with a three-point attempt falls short and into the possession of the Lady Blue Jackets.
I think a couple Senecas fans wanted a foul on that one as Coleman went to the deck after the shot.
You can want in one hand. With a sizable 35-10 lead, Concepcion back to the top of the key. Or La Fontaine, I'm sorry. Get my French mixed up. Kate Coleman going to take it across the timeline here. Trying to set the offense. Sends it over to Maya Steyer.
Senecas.
Steyer.
No need to rush for the Senecas. Just take your time, find good looks like that.
And no shot clock here at the high school level. The rebound going to find its way into the hands of Lexi LaFontaine. They'll call held ball, though. And the possession arrow will favor the Senecas. Senecas ball, Kate Coleman on the inbound.
They're going to call foul right away.
Carly Meyer fouled.
Do you want to get back to those player spotlights while we got a second?
As Meyer goes to the line. Looking to add another braid here. He's got like a Darth Racky
like one
long braid
for every
going
point?
on. Yep, one braid for every point. Missed free throw on that first attempt, but like you said, Jacob, you're going to need some people to step up down the stretch. Which brings us to the Vicek Orthodontics player spotlight presented by Vicek Orthodontics. Second attempt.
Oh, nice
no
find.
Good. New Riegel with the rebound, pushes it down the floor, and Shaw puts it up and puts it in. 35-12. Senecas with an open look when nobody was down there guarding. Steyer took a shot back into the hands of the awaiting Blue Jackets.
It's one of those shots that looks really good when you take it, and then afterwards you're like, you know, maybe 2 seconds into the possession, we could have got a better look there.
Yeah, frenetic pace to cap off the second half here. LaFontaine drives the lane. And it's poked away by the Senecas as Bach takes it, passes it all the way down the floor to Steyer. Steyer tries to drive the lane. Senecas continued. That's about the third attempt. Senecas finally get it in as Meyer converts on that one. They'll take a timeout here, a full timeout, as we'll take a timeout here as well. Timeouts brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore, and finally we'll get into those player spotlights.
All right.
First on the Calvert Seneca side of things, you're seeing it in poetry in motion. Megan Rombach, Seneca's junior forward, 9.5 points per game, shooting about 52% from the floor. She has about 8.3 rebounds per game. Just, oh man, she's just a monster on both sides of the floor. Megan Rombach definitely turns things up for these Senecas. And as you've seen the story of this game on the Blue Jacket side of things, Lexi LaFontaine, just a sophomore, averaging about 7 points a game. She's definitely the cog that helps grease the wheel of this Blue Jackets offense. She's really a physical player. Has a couple fouls early on in this one. But again, that's what we talk about when we highlight these player spotlights. People that step up and can definitely control the pace of a game. As a timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. 5:07 here in the third. The Senecas with a 37-12 lead over the Lady Blue Jackets. Lady Blue Jackets will inbound here. A shock.
Oh, there's the trap.
Not does any shock, but Lily shock. Thorn between two roses on that one. Defensive struggle as the Blue Jackets maintain possession. LaFontaine tries to dish it low. Caught in the tree branches. There you go. You got to throw it high among the trees. Down to Meyer. Rombach with it now. And again, another scrum. Under the floor.
Saw the jump balls.
It doesn't matter where you're at on the floor. LaFontaine, she's gonna find you. She's gonna make you work for it.
She is playing a great effort game tonight, and also she's listed on the JV squad, so she's in both games for these Blue Jackets.
Rombach puts it up for 2.
There you go. Set the pick around the defense before they can get the trap set up and get a foul.
Her first, team second.
It's the second foul now. Schalk. Dribbling at the top of the key. Down to Claire Schalk. Poked away.
It's going to be a backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation. Automatically. Turns it over here as Grace Wood will inbound. To Coleman. Coleman now setting the offense. Down to Wood. A nice little pass down to Meyer. Down in the paint, back to the top of the key. Back over to Meyer. Meyer with the jumper. Grabs her own rebound. Sends it back to the top of the key to Meyer Steyer.
She thought about taking the 3.
And no wasted motion here, making the best out of each possession. And again, wait and you will receive. Megan Rombach able to put that one off the floater. Now the Blue Jackets back in a hurry, but
there you go.
the smothering defense. They usually send one over as soon as the Blue Jackets kind of set the perimeter there.
The help defense is just really quick for Calvert. And it causes a lot of those.
Oh, Wood tries to pass it. And Claire Schalk.
You need like a shot counter in the corner or something.
That was Claire Schalk. And a
that was Steyer.
Steyer's 3 points now put the Senecas up 44-12. 2:46 here in the third. Nice little screen there.
Oh.
Puts it up. And that one clanks off the rim. Lily Schalk. She's fouled on her way to the basket. Be Steyer on the foul.
New Riegel 0 of 4 from the free throw line so far.
Had to say something.
That it looked like it was good. Thought I was gonna give him like a reverse jinx or something. They were gonna make that one.
Seemingly a lid on the basket from the foul line for the Blue Jackets here tonight.
There it goes.
Opens it up there. Senecas take possession. 44-13 now. That one's gonna be sent out of bounds. Back to the possession of the Blue Jackets. Calvert gonna reset the defense. Now Lily over to Claire Schalk. You see a couple times where they try to set that screen, try to find an open lane for Schalk to drive. Just nothing doing as LaFontaine
Rombach on the tie-up with her, but yeah, to your point, New Riegel doesn't really have anyone that can handle the rock and get through that press, so Calvert's just going to keep sending pressure until New Riegel figures something out.
Yeah, that one just poked away too. They're trying to get an open look, but when they're just covering you and they're trying to bleed you out, that's where you got to have somebody come up and try to get that pass down low. She just, once again.
She got away with that.
Smack back, back towards her. Coleman gets the rebound. No good. Senecas come up with it. Now trying to drive it back down the floor. Pushing in transition is Sophia Lee. Over to Rombach. And then the find there.
A little up fake in the middle of the court, got everyone on the defense to zone in. It was an easy jump down to Wood.
And now Kate Coleman has 11 on the night. Third Calvert player here tonight with double digits. 2 of which aren't even on the floor.
Here we go.
That one just taken away. And Rombach puts it back up and in. Rombach, yeah, she's back out there. 18 points on the night for Megan Rombach.
Guess who's Rombach? Rombach again.
Rombach back. LaFontaine gets it poked away. Just no open lane, no open look.
New Riegel had.
Yeah, you got to come back down with it. You don't want the floodgates to open here.
Floodgates are open. We are at running clock now, 35-point lead. New Riegel started the half okay.
And so quickly. Yeah, again, they clamped down defensively there in that second quarter, and they were starting to chip away at it. But like you said, Jacob, sometimes too little, too late. A lot of teams can sit back in their own rhythm at that point, especially when you have a sizable lead and they can just dial up the pressure cooker on you.
Yeah, nothing to lose.
2 attempts fall short on the Seneca side, as that's going to be the last shot of this quarter. Running clock implemented now as the Senecas with a 48-13 lead. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter about underway here from Senecas Gymnasium as the Tiffin Calvert Senecas up 48-13. Running clock implemented in this quarter. As again, this one getting away from us in a quick fashion. Don't forget, after this game, we'll be naming our fan of the game, brought to you by Clouse Construction, along with our defensive player of the game, presented by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses. Don't forget to catch the post-game show, the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show, where we'll be naming our player of the game as well, presented by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
All the accolades.
Everyone gets their flowers here. Not just from Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses.
See what you did there. That's clever.
And I doubt there's going to be any flowers exchanged between these two squads after this one's said and done. Schalk finally gets her points of the night. Claire Schalk. I should clarify. I should clarify.
Clarify for Claire.
Yep. Now, I seen Brendon in them same tennis shoes. He got in on the ordering early for the Calvert squad. That's how much he enjoys the drip.
The Brendon Blott drip.
He
is not paying attention to us at all. He's locked in over there. I mean, I wouldn't pay attention to me either. That's fair.
Brendon said, I ain't got time for the pink Kyries.
There you go. Yeah, he's got the OG black and white Nikes. Got some LeBron socks.
No, Adidas socks.
Okay. I thought they were the King logo.
Both free throws attempts. No good. Jump ball caught here. It's Molly Paul. I'm going to say, I thought that was favoring the Blue Jackets.
They'll keep it here. Oh, turnover.
See, Sophia Lee picks it up. Over to Bella Steyer. And you see the sense of urgency by the Lady Blue Jackets, just trying to get this one back under that 35-point deficit, try to at least take one enemy out of this contest.
Yeah, running clock is not your friend when you're the team into the deficit.
Wood pulls up. That Wood floats. Finds nothing there. Fontaine tries to drive it. She's hit by the double team, and she's going to be fouled on her way to the basket.
She's had a pretty quiet night, only 2 points for her. She's done a lot of the little stuff, just hasn't put a lot in the box score yet.
Team second at the line, shoot 2, Lexi LeBron.
Yeah, the deficit at 33 right now. I guess maybe it's 30 for... Oh. So I guess it is 35 for running clock, but I don't think anyone's correcting the officials down there. Gets her own rebound.
Gets her
Goodness.
second rebound there.
She said, we're going to score. Oh, great effort there from her.
I tell you what, this LaFontaine, she's just a sophomore, but she just puts it all on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Plays with reckless abandon.
She's a great girl to build the squad around, and they have 2 more years of her after this.
Her first, team third.
That's going to be the team third.
For Senecas, number 4, Brianna Ronsky.
Brianna Ronsky, she's going to come in to the game on the Calvert side of things. You have Lily Schalk takes it across the timeline over to LaFontaine.
Oh!
Ah.
New Riegel getting
Right
a lot
off
of
the
offensive
iron.
rebounds. And see a jump. Yeah, that a couple times tonight the Blue Jackets have just gone halfway in and just rimmed out at the last minute. This quarter's going quick. We only have 2.5 minutes left with the running clock. I don't think we've seen a stoppage since the quarter began.
Not much to stop as the ball just continues. Bounces out, gives a Senecas a second chance at it, takes the rebound, takes the possession, brings it down the court, puts it in, brings it to 50-15. So it's hard to really catch anything down low, and again, it's just a constant scrap.
Yeah, it's been a pretty physical affair with both these squads, and Calvert's done a really good job. You know, the first three and a half quarters of getting offensive rebounds, getting tough buckets down low.
It's been a learning curve this season for this young Blue Jacket squad. You know, I've always famously said you learn more from a loss than you ever do a win. But the way that these Lady Blue Jackets starting to find a little bit more identity, starting to be able to play up the tempo and up the pace with a lot of their counterparts around the area. I mean, all you need to do is be able to catch fire when tournament time comes around.
Yeah.
But I definitely see a bright future for these Lady Blue Jackets. They got just some vivacious players out there.
Got some dogs.
Yeah.
A lot of effort.
That was that's what I was going to go with, but I was trying to be a little more, you know.
Yeah, it's all right. But, you know, if you keep giving this effort every night, you're bound to fall into a couple of wins, and they've come close a few times this year, so it's bound to happen for the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, definitely not the situation that you wanted this season, but there's no way you could tell me this was an 0-15 team coming in tonight with the way that they've been putting it on display on the floor, just fighting to every last second. But again, missed opportunities, left baskets, just unable to come away from the free throw line. All that stuff, when you leave points out there, I mean, that's the reason why you haven't been able to put that W in the other column, is just a lot of things not going your way. And that's going to do it. It's 52-16. Will be the final here from Senecas Gymnasium. I'm going to be quick to shut that down. But again, 52-16, your final here from Senecas Gymnasium. Don't go anywhere, folks. We still have the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show, where we'll name our Clouse Construction Fan of the Game, along with our Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses Defensive Player of the Game, along with the Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery Player of the Game. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. More than just a game, this is Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2 pitch. Smokes it to dead center.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And welcome back to the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show. I'm Tommy Hall on the call with Jacob Ellis, and man, what a game that was. 52-16, quick drubbing of a cross-county rival as the Calvert Senecas dispatched the New Riegel Blue Jackets, once again 52-16. And you watched it live and paywall free here. I want to go ahead and thank our sponsors who brought you tonight's game. I want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, Mullins Entertainment, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, Clouse Construction, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, all brought you tonight's game live and paywall free. And Jacob, again, this one just got away from New Riegel a little bit early. That you talked about it during the game, that 17-0 run really started. 17-0 run, 20-0 run, however you want to put it. It just continued to snowball, and it really proved to be the difference in that differential of, what the Blue Jackets were trying to cut away from throughout that full game. Once you get the lead out extended that much, there was times where the Blue Jackets chopped away, chop, and Calvert just continued to keep that pace and keep that lead out far enough to where, again, they just put their foot on the gas and put their foot on the neck of these Lady Blue Jackets here tonight. But before we get out of here, we also want to make sure that we get some recognition in here. We're going to get to name our player of the game, presented by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Our fan of the game, brought to you by Clouse Construction, and the defensive player of the game, presented by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses. We'll go into all that right after a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to name the fan of the game, the defensive player of the game, and our player of the game here in the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union right after this quick commercial break.
All right.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, we are back to the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And at this time, we are with our Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery Player of the Game, Megan Rombach. 18-piece, no biscuit, out on the floor here tonight. 52-16 drubbing of a cross-county rival in the Lady Blue Jackets, but business as usual for you, young lady. Tell us, what was the mindset as now you guys are in the back half of the season, just really trying to gel and get your offense rolling in grease as we get into the back nine? You can't overlook any opponent. You want to continue to keep that rhythm. Tell us what your guys' game set and mindset has been here tonight.
I think our mindset was definitely just crispening up our plays, our passes, our bond with each other, especially coming into the game on Saturday against Woodmore. Just getting prepared for that and prepared for the last few games of the season. Now,
the one thing I noticed, you guys have had a tremendous season, especially here in the conference, but those few blemishes they have against SBC opponents in Gibsonburg. That was a tough pill to swallow just a few nights ago. But again, it's how you guys have been able to rebound. And I tell you what, the way that you've been rebounding, I think this Calvert Senecas squad is definitely posed for a nice little run. Again, when you find those frustrations, you guys are on the winning side of things record-wise. But again, we talk about conference championships, district championships, regional championships, stuff like that. What's the mindset as, again, we get into the back nine of the season on where you feel this team is really developing at?
Yeah, I think just keep working together and keep coming together as a team. Everyone has a role, and I think each person playing their role to the best of their ability, I think will help us definitely when tournaments come and the last few games.
Yeah, and again, you were also our Vicek Orthodontics player spotlight tonight. We had our eye on you the whole game. Coming in tonight, averaging 9.5 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game, double-double here tonight. Any shout-outs that you want to give? And is this your first time holding the wing cardinal? Have you had that before?
I have.
Yeah, I was going to say, you look familiar with it. We're definitely going to have a couple of things to hand you before you take off. Gift card to Benchwarmers. Have you made use of the last one?
Yeah.
What's your go-to at the Benchwarmers?
I really like their churro fries. I think it's what it's called, like the little dessert. Okay. I don't know.
I guess when you win some games and are able to put production, you can treat yourself to a couple churro fries.
Yeah.
Well, here's some more churro fries for you.
Thank you so much.
Again, let's go ahead and get your shout-out. Sorry I cut you off there, but
okay.
Again, I can't wait to cover you guys in the tournament, but give us your shout-outs here tonight.
I just want to shout out my family, my coaches, my teammates. Thank you.
Coaches, family, and teammates. Well, Megan, again, great performance here tonight. We want to congratulate you on being named our Benchwarmers Player of the Game, and we'll get a picture of you here holding the wing cardinal once again, and much continued success to you and your squad here.
Thank you.
And Jacob, again, that was our Benchwarmers player of the game. I want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to our defensive player of the game. Even though they weren't on the winning side of things, our defensive player of the game presented by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses. We're going to give that to actually on the New Riegel side of things. Just the grit of Lexi LaFontaine here tonight definitely showed and was on display here. Again, yeah, it's a team sport. Yeah, you got to win as a team, but you can't guarantee wins and losses. But the one thing you can guarantee is your effort. And, man, that effort was on display by Lexi LaFontaine tonight. Definitely a dog down there under the glass and a rebound machine. Just a sophomore, definitely somebody to keep an eye on. And before we get out of here, some people have had an eye on this game and continuing to support Heart of Ohio Sports and Calvert Athletics. We want to name our fan of the game, presented by Clouse Construction. Tonight's fan of the game.
Oh, sorry. Currently, Hey, there we go. Maybe.
As
we'll get
Jacob gets that. Don't forget you're watching the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show. Just about time for tournament time here on Heart of Ohio Sports. So, again, if you haven't already, we'd love to have you jump on board with the winning team and advertising. Please reach out to Nate Mullins or hoostbroadcasting@gmail.com if you want to be a part of the winning team and get in early on our postseason sponsorship. We'd love to have you on board as we got some teams posed to make some runs around the area. And again, we'll go ahead and name our defense. We'll go ahead and name our fan of the game now that Jake's got it ready.
All right.
Our fan of the game, presented by Clouse Construction, goes to Macy Shoemaker. Huge fan of Heart of Ohio Sports and the Calvert Senecas. Can't thank her enough. She was sitting just within earshot to also get a little bit of the live experience and get the audio commentary to take as a companion piece, which you can do at any live game. Again, just put one earbud in. You can watch the game, have Heart of Ohio Sports in your pocket. But I think for us, that's just about do it as they're getting ready to shut the lights off here at Senecas Gymnasium. Real quick, we want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Vicek Orthodontics, Mullins Entertainment, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, First National Bank of Sycamore, Clouse Construction, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouses, and the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. Final here from Senecas Gymnasium, the Tiffin Calvert Senecas 52, the New Riegel Blue Jackets 16. For Jacob Ellis, for Brendon Blott on the camera, I'm Tommy Hall. Have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen.